Hi everyone, Corey here from the Knitting All the Blankets podcast, episode number 12, no, 11. I'm ahead of myself here. In this video, it's going to be my July finished objects. I know it's only July 23rd today, but it's the second podcast of the month and the way everything's working out right now. My second podcast each month is going to have all my finished objects in it. So I got that to show you. I also have a great clearance yarn story to share with you that happened last weekend. It was quite epic. Alright, so let's just jump right in, shall we? As we've got my trusty notebook with all my notes. As far as finished objects go, I've gotten the first round of mistletoe ombre dishcloths done. I got 11 out of that first skein, and I do have a little bit left over, and I did not knit into a scrubby because I have another Bernat skein of yarn, so when I comb that up, as well as a ball of random other mistletoe ombre, so when I comb all that up, it'll all get lumped together, and I'll just start working through my stash. So I have 11 dishcloths, ends not sewn in, of course, and they come out really nicely. They tend to have the, at some point they go solidly green, then white, then red. Here, this one's actually got a better, you see green, then white, then red. So that was pretty cool. And these are staples in my craft show inventory. Everybody always wants them for Christmas gifts. My grandmother usually buys several of them to give to her card club members. So I always like making sure I've got a small stack on hand for those that always want them. Cotton-wise, that is all the cotton that got knitted up this month. I did get some more squares towards Eric's blanket done. I got 8 red squares towards his. I didn't bring the notebook with me to give you an update on that count, but yeah, I may not get this finished by Christmas. Oh well, but we'll see what happens. I'm taking yarn with me to England this time to knit while we're on the train and all that. So we'll see how many squares I get done while I'm in England. I am still knitting on this Red Heart Cherry yarn, and that was one of those big jumbo skeins of it. So it'll be interesting for me once all of it is knitted up, just how many squares I get out of it, and that'll help when I'm buying the next colors and everything. Do I buy some smaller ones, or do I just go ahead and get the big one? You know, what's the best bang for my buck? And I still have quite a substantial ball. It's not that big left of the Red Heart yarn. And I am working on that right now. Since I finished the cotton, I am working on alternating between working on Eric squares and working on the mini skein 10 stitch, which I have made progress on, but you'll see that in the next episode. And I honestly haven't picked up the boneyard shawl in almost a month, so I need to factor in time to work on that as well. But I am taking it slow so that I don't aggravate my repetitive stress injury / carpal tunnel. So with that update on 11 more dishcloths, that brings my dishcloth goal count up to 79. As many of you know, I am working towards having 100 dishcloths knitted by the beginning of October, which is the start of craft show season for me. Whether or not I'm actually here for it's a different story, but so far towards my goal, I've got 79 of the 100 knit up. So that's fantastic. For August, the cotton I'm using is Burnout Lemon Drop. It's the solid bright highlighter yellow. I've shown it in past videos when I've shown up the combed up colors. And so that's ready to go. It's in the basket, ready for August 1st when I will cast that one. So yeah, knitting's been kind of fun. I did get through on the mini skein 10 stitch. I did finish the first Lion Brand package, and now I am on to Toy Mommy Creations Rainbow Light, and it is knitting up wonderfully. I love it. This yarn is so nice to knit with, and you'll see that in a couple weeks. So, on to the big thing I wanted to tell you about. I love showing off the finished objects, but this epic clearance find. Yeah. So a little bit of background. The last couple months, I've been thinking about, normally I don't buy any cotton yarn or anything unless it's absolutely on clearance, and sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't, blah blah blah. And I had kind of left it up to the universe that once I was through all of my cotton, would I continue to buy it if it was on clearance and continue to do craft shows, or should I just stop that part of it and just work on personal projects instead of money-making projects followed by personal projects, which is what I'm currently doing. I kind of left it up to the universe and thought, oh, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Last week, my friend Tiffy, who is also my craft show cohort, we did the circuit around North Lakeland to Michael's, Joann's, and Hobby Lobby. I don't get up to North Lakeland too often, so when I do get to go up there, I like to hit all 3 craft stores, and they're all within 5 minutes of each other. So, I left this all up to the universe. I wasn't even planning on buying yarn, which my husband pointed out. It's when I'm not looking for it, and I'm just like, oh, if I find it, no big deal anymore. I'm knitting for my stash. That's usually when I find a really great deal. Well, Tiffy wanted to go to the craft store, so I'm like, okay, I'll drive, I'll take you, walk around, see if anything grabs my fancy. I always check the shelves, just in case, but I've gotten to the point where I don't expect anything. And Michael's carries Sugar and Cream, the Sugar and Cream brand. So, their standard shelves where they all were, everything, it wasn't that great of a deal. It was like 2 for $3, so it's $1.50 each. Yeah, okay, that's not bad, but to me that's still not worth stocking up. We had grabbed a shopping cart because Tiffy was going to get some storage boxes. I was getting some of those cute storage boxes, and we were just pushing the cart around, looking, blah blah blah, not really too concerned. Then we turned a corner, and for those of you that have been to Michael's, they've got the big black racks of stuff in the middle of the aisles, and I saw the balls of Sugar and Cream, and I immediately saw the red tag that said 99 cents clearance. Oh dear Lord. Yeah, I looked at how many. There were 9 bins of in 9 different colors. Excuse me. And I just said, Tiff, go get another cart. I'm not going to insert pictures. I'm going to put the link to my Crafts by Cori Facebook page down below, so that because I was posting the pictures on the Facebook page, and you guys need to go check it out because it's ridiculous what I got. I've brought one of each color with me to the couch, and I'm going to hold it up and show you and tell you how much of each color I got. So yeah. I ended up, according to my notes and final count, I got 157 balls of cotton yarn on clearance for 99 cents a piece, 7% tax, so they were $1.06 a piece. So 157 times 1.06, so $166.42. I couldn't believe it. It was, and I actually wasn't even thinking about it at the time, because when Tiffy showed up, it was we were just grabbing the balls and throwing them in the shopping cart, and there were other people walking around just looking at me like I was crazy, which I probably am. But yeah, you need to go. I had the shopping cart. Granted, the shopping carts aren't that big, but it was mounded with yarn. It was insane. So I'm gonna start picking up the balls and tell you how many of each color I got. If you go to the Facebook page and look at the pictures, you'll also see how they're organized in my crafting room. I actually rearranged the crafting room to get all the yarn in there properly and look pretty and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to try to go by my list because they're all mixed up, so I'm just going to grab one, show it off, and tell you how much it is. Alright, this first one. This is the Solio Ombre, if that's coming out. It's that one, and it's a very nice, like, light orange and white. And this one I have 14 of these, so that's not bad. 14 of this color. This one is the Peony Ombre. And it's nice pink and white, or dark pink, light pink, and white ombre. And this one I have 9 of these. This one is Frog Pond Ombre, which I thought was really neat. I love those colors. And this one, I have 17 of these. I'm saving, I know which ones I have the most of, so I'm saving those for last, just for shock value. This next one, which looks very similar to Frog Pond, but it's more blue than green, is called Pebble Beach Ombre. I love this one. This one's so pretty. When I make a scrubby out of this one, I think I'm going to keep one of the scrubbies for myself. That one I've got a lot of. This one is the Volcanic Ombre, and it's red and orange and like a light creamy orange, and I have 15 of these. Oh, sorry. The Pebble Beach Ombre, I only have 5 of these, so I didn't get very many of these, and I understand why. This is a very pretty color. So 15 of the Volcanic Ombre. This one is Goldenrod, and I have 24 of these. This one is Coral. It's a nice solid pink color. And this one I have 12 of. And now for the last two that are huge quantity. This one is Aquamarine. It's a very, very pretty color. And I have 28 of these. 28. And this one, the last one, is Flame. Nice orangey red. And this is the one I have the most of. Of this one, I have 34 of them. 34. And if you go and look at the pictures of the crafting room, you'll see in the cubes, they're all, I keep them together for the most part. But Flame and Aquamarine, they front their own cubes. That is all that is in there. I'm not joking. So you've got mixes in several of the cubes, but the cubes that have flames, or the cubbies that have flames and Aquamarine, that is all that is in there. Yeah. So the universe has spoken. Crafts by Corey and me doing craft shows and everything will continue on for a little while. It was ridiculous. The cashier, I don't know, I think she was ready to go home by the time she was done with my order. Ringing them up was insane. I actually ran the register out, which means registers have a max number of items that they can scan per transaction, and I met that limit. I met that limit with 3 balls left to scan. That was annoying. So we had to tear out the transaction and everything, and I paid for the first 155, and then or 154. I had 2 other things scanned in there too, so it was actually 156 items seems to be their limit. And then we did another transaction for the 3 remaining balls. I'm not. It was insane, and it took a while, and I asked the lady for the biggest bag that she had, and the Michaels bags are pretty big. They're pretty big. They're probably 3 feet across and 3 feet deep, so 9 foot square, and all the yarn in them. It took 5 bags, 5, to load it all up, and we tied them together. We tied them shut. We didn't knot them, but just tied them shut and put them in the back of the car so that the balls of yarn wouldn't roll around. It was crazy, but at the universe, I'm completely honest when I say I was leaving it up to the universe to guide me in what I was going to do with my little side hustle of crafting and knitting and craft shows. The universe spoke. So if you're ever wondering what to do with your knitting and you're not really sure what you want to do, just throw it out there and see what the universe tells you. You might be surprised. It may lead you in a direction of, you know what, you're going to take a break for a while. It may say, you know what, this is going to be your life for a while, and that's okay. I like knitting dishcloths and scrubbies. I like going to craft shows because the compliments I get, and granted, I've been accused a few times of making my grandmother knit them all on myself, but I think that says more about that person than it does me. So, craft shows are fun. Yes, in Florida it's still hot when we do craft shows, but it's fun. It's I've always called this a self-sustaining hobby, and that's all I can call it, because if I try to say, oh, I'm going to make money at this, it's really hard to make money at knitting and doing craft shows, unless I'm going to charge $5 a dishcloth, which I don't. I find that ridiculous. I do this to relax and to kind of zone out while watching TV. So that's why I do it. So thank you for watching. This was kind of a talk episode where I showed off epicness, in my opinion. Go visit the Crafts by Corey Facebook page, which will be linked down below so you can see the pictures. There is if you have not joined the Ravelry group, I will link that below as well, and you can join the Ravelry group if you'd like. And it's the Knitting All the Blankets podcast. I will also have show notes and everything over there. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on my rambling and various craziness, as I like to call it. And for those of you that are subscribed, thank you for subscribing and coming back. So I will see everybody later, and I'll see you in a few weeks when it comes to knitting.